It's that time of year. The kids are out of school. Tourists are flocking to the Central Florida area because everyone is trying to make their way to all of the theme parks and all of the tourist attractions that we have here in Central Florida. Joining us now is Michele Atwood of the Main Street Mouse. Michele, so good to see you.
So good to see you, Marlisa.
Listen, I thought I was busy. You probably had me beat. You have been busy.
Very. I had 2 back-to-back media events. I've been home for about a week, but I have so much to tell you.
Oh, so much. So I don't want to delay. We got to get right into this. Disney Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point. Tell us about your experience there.
Okay, so we were among the very first group to ever step foot on the island. So when we pulled into port, we got to see cast members going down the bridge for the first time, them loading like food and such to the island for the first time. But one thing that stuck out, because our room was right over the pier, is the extremely long walk to the island. The pier is very long. It's, I want to say, about 3/4 of a mile. And the reason that Disney did this is for conservation reasons. Apparently there's a lot of coral and such under there.
Now, you know this is my favorite part to talk about, the food. We didn't get into it a lot. How was it?
Well, the food was more extensive of a menu than they do at Castaway Cay. They had seafood, they had ribs, they had burgers, they had chicken, salad, cookies, all kinds of stuff. However, they do have a bit of a fly problem on the island, which I know is another thing they're working. There was a lot of flies, if I'm being honest.
Oh, well, that can turn down your appetite.
Yeah, a little bit, but I know it was something that because we were media on the ship, they wanted to hear all of our feedback. So I know that these little things that, you know, when anything is brand new, they work through the kinks.
Okay, good to know. The other major event that everyone has been talking about now for weeks, for months, Tiana's Bayou Adventure. You had a chance to get on the ride.
I did. Okay,
how was it?
I feel like you and I have been talking about this for a very long time.
So long.
And let me tell you, it's amazing. The ride, if people are thinking that it's going to be anything like Splash Mountain, it really is not.
My.
It's darker, if you can imagine it. They're calling it like a dark ride. Splash was like everything bright and vibrant, but the story of the ride is it's a year after the film ends, and Tiana and Prince Naveen are having a party, but they don't have a band for the party. So Louis, the big alligator, is looking for a band, and that's you're supposed to be helping. So during the ride, you get shrunk down to the size of a frog. Then when you go down the main hill, you're back to real size. It's very, very cool. But in my experience, you get double wet on this ride than you did on Splash Mountain for some reason. Yeah, if the like if you're in the lodge, you can see the water kind of going back and forth. So for some reason, the water levels are really high. I don't know if it's going to stay that way, but they did offer us a poncho if they can show any indication.
Gotcha. Okay. Also, I know that we talked about this the last time we chatted about the preview of this. Did you smell those beignets?
There's a spot that you actually smell the beignets on the rock.
Oh, is it everything we've been dreaming it would be?
It's everything. And at the media preview, we got to try some of the beignets that they're going to be selling at Magic Kingdom. And I may have gotten a little carried away and had 4 of them, but I'm not even sorry. They were delicious.
Now I'm hungry, Michele. So before I let you go, let everybody know where they can find you online.
You can find me at themainstreetmouse.com and the Main Street Mouse on all social media channels.
Perfect. As always, Michele, thanks so much for dropping by the late news at 11. We appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you.
You know, I still want some of those beignets.